All right, finally, the first multi-day canoe trip of the season is in the books. A very late start, I know, but adulting, what are you gonna do? Anyways, it was also my first trip with the NorthStar North Wind Solo. So I got her all cleaned up, waxed up, ready for the first trip, knowing full well she will never look this shiny and new again. I'm Justin, thank you for joining me. Let's go for a paddle. JP is joining me on this trip, and our little adventure starts at the Cornish landing on the Connecticut River. Water levels were high, and the landing, very interesting. From here, we start our 3-mile paddle upriver, and it's immediately evident that the current has plans to make us work for our mileage. Within the first hour of paddling, we spotted an eagle in the trees. He kept a good distance ahead of us, leapfrogging from tree to tree, but never letting us get ahead of him. Getting a good picture was practically impossible. The moment we stopped paddling, the current was sweeping us downriver. It was very hard to get a feeling for how fast the water was moving in the video, but I can assure you the water was moving. It was cranking right along. So when we saw a little cluster of flooded out islands, it was a welcome break. Shortly after getting back on the water, we were joined by a flock of geese, several adults, and a lot of goslings. Super cool to see, but knowing there was an eagle around, we really didn't want to disturb them. We kept our distance by paddling well away from the shore, which put us right in the current and direct sunlight. So we found ourselves battling the current on the opposite side of the river that we wanted to be on. I gotta tell you, 90 degrees in the full sun battling a strong current is work. But 3 hours after we started, we got there, 3 miles upriver to the Burnin' Meadow campsite. Yep, you heard that right. With a short break, it took us 3 hours to cover 3 miles. I'm pretty sure, quite confident, that that was the longest, hottest 3 miles of my life. The campsite's pretty nice. There's a decent landing, but the approach is tight and there's quite a bit of tall grass. Perfect for ticks and poison ivy. Ooh, that's cold.
Feels good to be home. Hey, you're never gonna believe this. There's a grouse under our picnic table.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's like he's like whining like a dog. Like I think he's hurt.
Oh,
Just hopped right into camp.
poor fella.
Literally, I was sitting there. I'm filming my beverage scene, and I hear a noise like a little whimpering. And I look. She's right under your chair.
You're pretty. What's wrong with you, huh?
It doesn't even look like he's trying to use his wings at all. He just was hopping.
So weird. Oh, his leg's broken. Yeah, he's got a broken leg. For sure. Yep. Poor guy. Yeah, his leg, he's got it all like curled up.
Oh yeah, how he's like literally walking on the nub.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Bon voyage. Here we go, boys and girls.
One of my little favorite camping tricks. Oh yeah. After a nice but already sweltering morning, we were back on the water, and you could tell it was going to be a hot one. Just floating downriver, we're moving faster than we were yesterday. Not even paddling, just riding the river. Yesterday, JP and I took a break on this island, and the water levels were much, much higher. Those steep banks right there were underwater. This river has dropped like 3.5 feet overnight. Pretty wild. On video, it's hard to appreciate the size of the silver maple trees that line the banks of this river. In person, they're amazing. Huge, sprawling, overhanging trees that are hundreds of years old. Not only do I appreciate the shade they provide on a 90-degree day, but I always wonder about the things they have seen, the history that's passed them by, the stories they could tell. It never gets old to me. The Connecticut River is rich with history, and I find myself thinking about it every time I float past these trees. Even though the water levels had dropped and we were just floating downriver, the same 3 miles that took us 3 hours to cover yesterday passed us by in an hour. So today the plan was to relax and take our time. It was hot, the water was moving fast, and we didn't have far to go. There was no rush, just to enjoy ourselves, fish and swim our way down this river to an island that we know of that has a real nice beach. And there we're gonna meet up with my buddy Joe. Problem was, when we got to that island, the beach was underwater. Having spent a good portion of the day taking our time, we now had a 6-mile paddle to get to where we needed to be. So we broke out the double blades and started cruising down that river. We got to where we were going, set up camp, met up with Joe, had some great food, and I really didn't record any of it. I was exhausted from paddling in 90-degree heat for the past 2 days, and I was just feeling flat out lazy. I just wanted to hang out with my friends, eat some food, and pass out, and that's exactly what I did. It was great. The next day, we were faced with a decision to make. Severe thunderstorms were on their way, and rain for the next 3 days after that. We decided to call the trip a day early. We paddled around for a few hours in the morning while we could, made our way back to camp, broke down camp, paddled out.
Sneaky little devil. The things we do.
We did our car spot, and that was that. First trip of the season in the books. Then after about 10 minutes on the road, the skies opened up and the rain came down. It poured. It absolutely hammered rain violently. Lightning and thunder all over the place. It was wild. So we had made the right call. And real quick before I close out, my thoughts on the North Wind Solo. First multi-day trip in the books on it, and I love it. After doing one trip in it, I think it's possible, I suspect that this might be my favorite all-around canoe that I have. We'll see. I need more time in the seat, but super happy with the canoe. She took a couple scrapes, bumps along the way, but that's bound to happen. That's what a canoe is for. And those marks, they're just soul. You're putting soul into that canoe. You'll see more and hear more about the North Wind Solo later as I collect data on it, gather my information. So anyways, I'm Justin. I hope you enjoyed this video. First trip was a success. Looking forward to getting out there again. Thank you for watching me. I appreciate your support. Catch you on the next one.